Mary Lou, first of all, your reaction to the Taoiseach's speech address on television last night?
Well, it was a missed opportunity. There was nothing new in it. The Taoiseach on the one hand said to the people, the ordinary citizens, you haven't caused this crisis, and in the next breath told them that this budget would ask them to pay for the mistakes of others. And there you see lies the fundamental flaw in government thinking and government policy. I think there was no vision, there was no hope, and no sense that there really is a thought out pathway out of this crisis. I think the government is making it up as it goes along. I think it's very clear for everyone at this stage that they're simply pursuing the policies of the last administration. They may change the rhetoric somewhat, but the actions are the same.
What's your view of the revelations over the weekend then that we're hearing that the Taoiseach personally intervened to have a special government advisor paid a salary of €35,000 in excess of the cap?
I think it's outrageous. It's not all that surprising though, because this government on 14 separate occasions have breached their own pay ceilings in respect of ministerial advisors. So you see, in their minds there's one rule for them and another rule for everyone else. Now if we're in this together, if we are in crisis, if we are going to sort this out, then everybody has to be treated equally and fairly. And there can't be a hiding place now for senior politicians, for their advisors, for senior civil servants, for anybody in particular paid in the public purse. This is the time now to man up, step up to the plate and actually lead and take on board the fact that families out there, night to night, week to week, do not know if they can meet their bills.
Mary Lou, the Taoiseach and the government would say that they were outlining the position, they were making it clear to people what's happening and how things are going to be for the coming years. Is there no point to that?
Well, there's always a point in the Taoiseach communicating with the people of the state. That's a given. But if you take it upon yourself to set out your strategy, well then you have to have a strategy. There's no point in hyping up an occasion and simply telling people things that they already know. With all due respect to the Taoiseach, we know that things are tough. People out there know that better than the Taoiseach himself. We know that people need to get back to work. What people need to hear is how they are going to do that. And I think most people don't appreciate hearing, it's not your fault, this crisis, but guess what, you're going to pay for it. That's the kind of thinking that has deepened the recession, lengthened the dole queues. It's that kind of thinking that needs to change. And last night, the Taoiseach showed no sign of any kind of creativity, or could I say courage, political courage.
Tracy, Enda Kenny made a State of the Nation address last night, and in it he said that ordinary people weren't to blame for the mess that we're in, but effectively he says ordinary people are going to have to pay the price. What's your view of that?
I think it's disgraceful, to tell you the truth, because he's saying, like, he's sitting on his chair and in the warmth and everything else, and he's only saying ordinary people are not to blame for it, but the ordinary people is going to have to pay for it. Why doesn't he go after the banks that are getting us all into this state, into the country? Like, the country's gone to pieces. It's not our country anymore. Definitely, I have to be out straight, and it's disgraceful. And they make promises before they get elected and what have you, and they tell lies. They don't tell you the truth. They tell you that they're going to do all this and going to do that, promises and everything else, and they all go back on it then. Like, it's a load of B at the end of the day. I don't want to curse, but I feel like cursing because it's very annoying, really and truly.